Imagine this: no phone, no television, no internet, no books, no music streaming, no movies, no podcasts, no video games, no social media, no notifications, no group chats. No endless scroll designed by an army of engineers whose entire job is keeping your thumb moving for one more second. Nothing. You're sitting outside 40,000 years ago. The sun has gone down. The fire is crackling. The stars are overhead. And tomorrow looks almost exactly like today. No new episode is dropping. No breaking news is coming. No package is arriving. No one is texting you. No algorithm is trying to entertain you. By modern standards, this sounds unbearable. In fact, most people imagine ancient life as one long stretch of crushing monotony. The same forest, the same people, the same food, the same routines, day after day, year after year. You'd go insane, right? You'd be bored out of your mind. Except there's a problem. Ancient humans don't seem to have been bored, at least not in the way we mean the word today. And once you understand why, you start realizing something deeply strange. The real mystery isn't why ancient humans weren't bored. The real mystery is why modern humans are. Let's go. First, we need to talk about boredom itself. Because boredom is not simply the absence of entertainment. That's how we think about it. No entertainment equals boredom. Entertainment equals not bored. Simple. Except that's not how the brain works. Psychologists define boredom as a state in which you want to engage your attention with something meaningful but cannot. Read that carefully. Meaningful. Not stimulating, not exciting, meaningful. Those are not the same thing. You can be overstimulated and bored at the same time. You've probably done it. You've opened one app, then another, then checked the same social media platform 5 times in 10 minutes, then opened YouTube, then closed it, then opened it again. Not because there was nothing happening, because nothing felt meaningful enough to hold your attention. Modern boredom often happens in environments overflowing with stimulation, which should immediately tell us something important. Boredom is not caused by having too little information. Sometimes it's caused by having too much. Now, compare that to the world of a hunter-gatherer. Every day contains uncertainty. Will you find food? Will the weather change? Will the herd move? Will another group appear? Will something dangerous be hiding in the grass? Will a child get sick? Will a hunt succeed? Every single day presents real problems whose outcomes matter, not abstract problems, not emails, not quarterly reports, not follower counts, life or death problems. And the human brain evolved inside exactly that environment. For hundreds of thousands of years, the brain wasn't designed to process endless information. It was designed to solve immediate challenges, and ancient life provided those challenges constantly. Even gathering food wasn't repetitive in the way we imagine. Anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer groups repeatedly find that foraging is a surprisingly complex activity. You're identifying plants, tracking seasons, reading weather patterns, remembering locations, recognizing animal signs, making decisions under uncertainty. The environment itself becomes a puzzle every day. A hunter walking through a forest isn't seeing trees. He's seeing clues, tracks, broken branches, movement patterns, opportunities, threats. His brain is working continuously. The forest is not background scenery. It's information. And information is interesting when it matters. But here's where things get really fascinating. Because even when ancient humans weren't actively surviving, they weren't doing nothing. Far from it. Researchers studying hunter-gatherer societies have consistently observed something surprising. People spend enormous amounts of time talking, not working, talking, storytelling, joking, teaching, gossiping, arguing, explaining, remembering. Human beings are one of the most social species that has ever existed. And social interaction is one of the most powerful forms of engagement the brain can experience. A modern person might spend 3 hours scrolling through strangers' lives online. An ancient person spent 3 hours listening to stories from people they actually knew. Stories about hunts, stories about ancestors, stories about mistakes, stories about love, stories about betrayal, stories about spirits, stories about everything. The campfire wasn't competing with Netflix. The campfire was Netflix. And unlike Netflix, You could interrupt the storyteller, ask questions, challenge details, add your own version, participate. The entertainment wasn't consumed, it was created, collectively, every night, for thousands of generations. Now let's address something uncomfortable. What if boredom itself is partly an evolutionary signal? Think about hunger. Hunger exists to push you toward food. Pain pushes you away from injury. Fear pushes you away from danger. What if boredom pushes you toward exploration? Many psychologists believe exactly that. Boredom may be an adaptation, a mechanism that motivates humans to seek new information, new opportunities, and new solutions. In a hunter-gatherer environment, that impulse was useful. The person who became curious might discover a better water source, a new hunting route, a useful plant, a safer shelter. Curiosity could literally improve survival. But here's the problem. That same mechanism now exists inside a world that can satisfy curiosity instantly. Every time your brain asks for something new, your phone provides it. Immediately, and again, and again, and again. For hours. The system never reaches completion. The ancient human experienced curiosity followed by action. The modern human often experiences curiosity followed by consumption, which turns out to be a very different thing. And this may explain one of the strangest facts about modern life. People today have access to more entertainment than every king, emperor, and pharaoh in history combined. Yet surveys consistently show widespread feelings of boredom. How is that possible? Because the human brain evolved for engagement, not endless stimulation. Ancient humans weren't constantly entertained. They were constantly involved. Involved in their environment. Involved in their community. Involved in their survival. Involved in each other. Meaning filled the gaps where entertainment now sits. So, why didn't ancient humans get bored? The answer isn't that they were tougher, or wiser, or somehow better than us. It's that they lived inside a world that matched the operating system their brains evolved to run. Every day demanded attention. Every task mattered. Every story carried information. Every relationship had consequences. Life was uncertain, and uncertainty is difficult, sometimes dangerous, sometimes exhausting, but it is also deeply engaging. We inherited the same brain, the same curiosity, the same need for meaning, the same desire to explore. The difference is that our ancestors spent their lives responding to a world that never stopped asking things of them. We spend ours trying to escape a world that rarely does. And maybe that's the real answer. Ancient humans weren't less capable of boredom than we are. They simply had less opportunity to be bored. The world kept giving them reasons to pay attention. And attention, more than entertainment, may be what the human mind was searching for all along.